Even though it's December, it is still technically fall, right? Welcome back to Vlogmas Day 15. Hey guys, Kira here from 50 Shades of Mom, back to share another Vlogmas video with you guys. And today we're in my kitchen doing some meal prep. So back on October 30th, I did a meal prep collaboration with my friend Jennifer Chapin here on YouTube. If you guys missed it, I'll link that video for you. And my entire video was fall themed. I was like full-fledged in fall mode, and everything I was putting together just kind of had that fall-y feel. Well, unfortunately, just like anything else, I ran out of time, and I still had some footage in my computer that I was putting together that I didn't get to add to that video. So after that, I just said, all right, well, I still have more ideas. I just had so many things written down that just screamed fall to me that I wanted to get done. So I continued to do that throughout the next couple of weeks, hoping to string together a part 2, a meal prep video, a little bit sooner than now. But with everything, again, the holidays just hitting, I'm not unfortunately sharing it now until now. But like I said, fall is still until December 21st, so I'm still within my fall realm. Although no matter what, fall, winter, a lot of the ideas that are in this video are still just warm comfort foods, things that just scream the kind of thing you want to prepare once the chill goes into the air. So I'm going to take you down into my kitchen and show you what I was cooking up over the last month. Okay guys, so to start off my meal prep on this given day, we're going to work with some ground beef, and this homemade soup maker is pretty much what started it all. So to make this soup, you need diced tomatoes, beef broth, this packet, and a pound of cooked ground beef. But when I portion my beef out, I always portion it out for more than a pound for my family of 5. So I ended up defrosting this, and I'm going to cook off what I need for the soup. Then I'll add this taco seasoning packet to the rest of the ground beef, and then I'll just put that taco meat in the refrigerator for lunches during the week. So then I went ahead and browned up that ground beef with just some salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and then I went ahead and took out what I needed for the soup and then added in that taco seasoning packet. Now, whenever I add any kind of seasoning packet to ground beef, I always make sure to add just a little bit of water. I feel like it dilutes that powdery mix and just kind of incorporates all of the flavors through the beef. Now, I'm not going to make that soup until later. It only requires 30 minutes. So I just covered the bowl with tin foil, threw it in the fridge for when I'm going to make the soup later, and then covered that taco mix for our weekly lunches. So now we're on to making some homemade applesauce. I actually purchased a bag of apples from Walmart grocery pickup and didn't realize I had one in the refrigerator outside in the garage. So I decided to make some homemade applesauce. I just went ahead and peeled the apples, and then I used my apple core to slice them up, and then I used my Amani chopper to dice them. Anything that I use, I'll make sure to link below in case you guys want to check them out. But once I had cubed everything, I threw it into the Instant Pot with a stick of cinnamon, some nutmeg, some white sugar, some water, and lemon juice, and then I set it on 5 minutes, you guys. That was it, and then I let it naturally release, gave everything a good mix, and then threw it in the blender. I blended it up to the perfect consistency. It was so yummy and so easy, you guys. And then I just threw it in a Tupperware and put it in the fridge for later use. So it's later in the day now, and it's time to make our dinner. We're having soup and sandwiches, like I mentioned. I'm making Vanessa's chicken salad. This recipe is in our cookbook, and then I am making that soup. So here's the ground beef that we ground up, and then we need a container of beef broth. I'm using the organic kind from Walmart. Here's that Swanson soup maker. I've mentioned a bunch of times this was not my favorite. Those are the ones I picked up from the Dollar Tree. And then it did call for a can of diced tomatoes, but I had a few tomatoes that were kind of overripe, so I just diced that myself, and I kind of made my own diced tomatoes. So like I mentioned, it says the soup's only going to take 30 minutes, so I'll throw it on high and then I'll reduce it down to a simmer. Now here is all the ingredients that you need to make Vanessa's chicken salad. Now, like I mentioned, this recipe is in our cookbook that we did together. And this is one of the recipes I actually got to try that Vanessa actually made herself that I got to eat because it was on our beach menu. Now, you guys, I have my own chicken salad recipe and I'll link it up above if you guys want to check it out. But I've never made chicken salad like this. I'm not really a fan of all of the kind of things that she puts into it, like the grapes and the walnuts. Now, she does do her own recipe for this that she showed on her channel. So if you guys want to see it, I'll link it below in the description box so you can check it out. But it surprised me how much that I liked all of these ingredients inside of that chicken salad because I'm more of a savory person, not a sweet. But you guys, this blew my mind. I'll never not make it without that dill and stuff ever again. And I'm super excited to make it alongside of this soup today. So I'm just going to go ahead and add all of our ingredients to my soup pot. So once I got all of my ingredients into the pot, like I mentioned, I put it on high, and then once it boiled, I reduced it down to a low simmer and I let it sit. Now, Vanessa's recipe calls for pulling apart a rotisserie chicken, but I did not have a rotisserie chicken, so I'm just using some canned chicken that I had on hand, and then I added in the rest of her ingredients. Once I was done mixing that all up, I actually threw a cover on it and put it into the refrigerator. I don't know about you guys, but I really love a absolutely cold chicken salad. This might have been dangerous editing this today because I may need to buy all the ingredients to make Vanessa's chicken salad. My mouth is salivating. Absolutely love this stuff, you guys. I even shared it and raved about it in a What's for Dinner clip. Here is the soup that we did not eat for dinner, so I just portioned it off. One I'm going to put in the refrigerator for lunches, and the other one I'm going to freeze for when I'm gone for Daryl to eat. All right, now I'm super excited to show you guys my pineapple slicer. Again, I'll link it below if you guys want to check it out. But I showed it in my last meal prep video, or maybe it was 2 times ago. I'll link it below if you want to check it out. But the pineapple was like too ripe and it just fell apart and it didn't work. I didn't get to show you guys how amazing this thing is, but look at that. Twist it in the pineapple and it completely comes out in rings. It's always a cool like little holder. I usually drink the juice that's at the bottom, and then I'll make some kind of cocktail in that, and then you can either keep it as rings or you slide that little disc down and it chops it into pieces. Excuse the flour on the counter. You're going to see in a minute that this was pizza night. I love pineapple on my pizza. I know my pizza looks a little deformed, right? I've never been really good at cooking pizza. And I also put mushrooms on my pizza, and when I was cutting them up, I realized that they weren't that good for freshness anymore. So I just threw them with some olive oil, garlic in a pan and sauteed them up, and I'll use that for eggs and omelets and things like that. So here's my leftover pineapple that we didn't use with dinner and with pizza. And there is my garlic mushrooms. And then there is the pizza that we have left over that we didn't use. So I'm just going to package this up for lunches and snacks and omelets throughout the week. So now we are on to these pumpkin spice donut muffins. I actually meal prepped a bunch of blueberry muffins during the whole time of hurricane season, and we're actually out of them. And this is a kit that Leanne sent me. So I was dying to make it, and it was pretty easy. It was just a couple of eggs, this mix, butter, oil, and milk. And you just mixed everything together and put it in the cupcake pan and baked it off. These muffins were delicious, guys. It also came with a glaze. Oh my goodness. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is one of the things I love to do when I have extra meal prep time, is do things like pancakes, French toast, muffins, waffles. All of those things freeze really well. So whenever I have a free moment, these are things that I absolutely love to do. This is the kind of meal prep that comes in handy. throughout the weeks when the kids are hungry and I don't have a chance to make them eggs or we're on the go. I pop a muffin out of the freezer, throw some butter on it, and the kids take it as they're walking out the door, and I feel like they're having a good breakfast. So now here's that glaze mix, and you just had to add 2 tablespoons of milk to that and whisk it up. And then once it was like a nice creamy consistency, I transferred it over to a measuring cup. Look at my butter, y'all, spatula. I love it. Repping some Paula Deen. Then I took my cup of glaze and I just came back and kind of sprinkled it or just drizzled it, I guess, all over the top of these muffins. Again, so easy. I love when good box mixes taste like you made them fresh. So we ate on these for breakfast that day, and then I sent a couple with Daryl to give to Paul at work, and then whatever we didn't eat, we froze. You guys, look at the date. This is how long I've had this footage. 11/6, okay? All right, so now we are on to a Sunday, and if you guys know anything about me, I love my football Sundays, and again, it's another day for meal prep. So today we're doing appetizers, but I threw some extra chicken patties on there because I know Jake will take that during the week, and I even put hot dogs on. Those hold well in the refrigerator, and so Jake is going to take those throughout the week as well. Now, you guys are going to see in a second that I'm using my Kasori fryer for tater tots. That was the first time I was using that, so I figured this was a great time. And while that's preheating, I'm setting up my Dunkin' Donuts cold brew. I absolutely love this stuff, you guys. It is super, super, super easy to do. It comes with these couple of packets. You throw it in a pitcher of water. I use my filtered water. That is my Aquasana. I have a video for that I'll link above. I'm not an affiliate or anything. I just absolutely love this water thing. And so I just usually give those little packets a good push down, put the lid on, and put it in the refrigerator. 12 hours, you got a whole container of cold brew, Dunkin' Donuts style, for just a couple of dollars. So I absolutely love that. And now here's that Kasori air fryer that I absolutely love so much. And this was the first time that I was using tater tots, so I figured I would show you guys how they cooked up. All I ever do is use a little bit of cooking spray on the inside of them and then throw it in there. And look at that, you guys. It's like golden brown and crispy and delicious and just so yum. Now this is the next morning, and I'm just prepping some watermelon to put along with the kids' breakfast. I actually love cutting watermelon like this. I just slice off the top and the bottom so it doesn't roll away from me, and then I put it all in chunks and stick it in a big Tupperware. Jake actually likes more of a triangle, but I'm more of the accessibility kind. The triangle takes up too much space in my refrigerator. This is just so much easier to take some watermelon and throw it all in a big bowl, and we can all pick on it and eat on it. So that is it for this meal prep video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, this was just leftover footage that I've been gathering just to show you guys how easy it is to meal prep on a daily without overwhelming yourself and planning a whole day for it. So if you guys like these kinds of videos and you'd like me to keep sharing them, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I do try and post at least one meal prep video a month. For everybody else, guys, I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.